Hey, alright mate, have you ever had that feeling where you just like want to fill your house with loads and loads of random stuff?
I used to be an adventurer like you, and I took an arrow in the knee.
Yeah, I know that mate. You've told me like loads of times. I was just wondering, have you ever just like filled your house with stuff? No, me either. I've never thought of that. Right guys, it's GT here, and if you haven't guessed today's video, I am filling my house with stuff yet again. And today's video really does take it up a notch from the last one where I filled my house with Daedric armor. Today's video is going to involve a hell of a lot of Sweetrolls. So on my last video where I filled my house with Daedric armor, I did drop in the comments, is there anything that you would like me to fill my house with? And there were a lot of responses, including human heart, okay, some ebony ingots, yep, that's doable, but also Alduins. Not sure about that one. However, the most popular comment was indeed Sweetrolls, and this came from one of my subscribers called Falca. So, thanks Falca, it's been an absolute nightmare trying to get this together, thanks to you. But anyway, enough of my waffling, let's go and get inside the house. And it's not only Sweetrolls that I've actually filled the house with, so hold on to find out all the other stuff I've filled it with. Yum. Right, so now we're inside the house, you might be able to see that it kind of looks a bit like laggy, and the reason for that is just the absolute sheer amount of items I've squeezed into this house. And you might notice there's not really any items squeezed into this living area, and that's just because if I did, my game would literally crash. But weirdly, over here there is 237 Daedric armors. I wonder where they came from. Right, so first of all, we're going to head upstairs and we're going to take a look at the Sweetroll room, I reckon. So let's take a look at the Sweetroll room in 3, 2, 1, and boom! As you can see here, guys, this room is absolutely jam-packed with Sweetrolls. And we just close the door behind us. Might get a bit intimate. And as you can see here, guys, the floor space, the bed, and most of the surfaces are just filled with Sweetrolls. Now, I did really want to add even more Sweetrolls to this room, but as I mentioned earlier, my game literally would crash if I did so. You'll see some of the other rooms in a minute, and you'll know what I mean. So let's do the only decent thing and run straight through these Sweetrolls. And you kind of get caught in like a sea of Sweetrolls here. It's kind of satisfying, actually. It's kind of like any man's dream, really. You get home from a day of adventuring and on the bed waiting for you are absolutely tons of Sweetrolls. Or is it just me on that one? Yes, that is definitely the thumbnail. Right, so other than just kind of creeping through these Sweetrolls and watching them seductively roll over for you, there's not really much else that they do. But I do kind of just love it when you're just kind of kicking them all out the way like this. And that only really leaves one thing to do. I need to shout this shit out of this room. Boom! And it's raining Sweetrolls, the plate's gone everywhere. That was a lot of fun. So I'm pretty sure that you will have seen exactly what I just saw, and it got pretty laggy when I shouted into the room. And that's pretty much just because there's so many items flying around. Let's open the door for this bit. Right, let's do one more shout into the room before we move on. Yeah, I absolutely love that. Looks like a few of these guys are making an escape. Oh, and some over here. So when I said once more, I kind of meant twice more, I think. Let's do it again. Yes, they're flying out this time. It just doesn't get old. So on to the second room that I've filled, and this one comes with a severe lag alert. And you'll notice this when we go into this room now, that the lag truly is real. And we reveal an absolute shit ton of ebony ingots. So, as it's pretty obvious, I've filled this room with ebony ingots. And just before we dive into the ebony room, at the end of this video, I'm going to be counting every single item I've put into this room and calculating how much they would be worth. So make sure you stick around to the end to see that. Right then, so let's dive in. Oh, wow. That is laggy. That is very laggy. You can kind of see here how laggy it is from how the candle's flickering. Man, I can't even see the bed. We're trying to jump on the bed. Oh, kind of stuck on there. See, in real life, you really wouldn't be able to go through this because it'd be ridiculously heavy. It would probably kill your floorboards. But obviously, this is not real life. It's much better. It's Skyrim, so you can just kind of fluidly step through them. It makes a bit of a racket when you're walking through. Oh, wow. I'm stuck somewhere. Let's go. Ah! Okay, I think I fell through the roof. This might be a bit of a giveaway as to what's in the next room because I've fallen through into it. So obviously, guys, I am going to shout this room too. Oh my life. Oh my life, it's still coming down. Wow. That was much crazier than I expected. Look at the lag. Oh my god. That would definitely kill a person. No, we have got to do that again, definitely. Oh my life, it knocked me backwards. They're flying everywhere. Man, it just doesn't get boring. This is going to be absolutely horrific to collect up in a bit. Right, so for the more observant of you, you might have spied earlier on when I fell through the floor what exactly the item is that is in the third room. This room is arguably the laggiest and definitely the fullest out of the lot. So this room is filled to the brim with dragon bones, along with a few ingots and, by the looks of it, a sweet roll that's made its way down here too. And another disclaimer, this room is a noisy one. So without further ado, let's dive into it. Oh wow. And I've lost my character. Oh, there he is. Oh. And and wow, he just kind of flew into nowhere and then ended up back at the front door. Okay. So walking back into this room, you can see that my character is literally submerged in the dragon bones. I can kind of jump on top of them actually, but you just kind of gradually sink back through. In a bit, when I count up the worth of all of the items, I'm pretty sure these dragon bones are going to be worth a ridiculous amount. This is actually me looking directly upwards. That's how deep they are. To the subscriber that said fill your house with Alduins, I really think this is probably the next best thing. Right, so let's shout these bones now and see what happens. Oh wow, actually not as much as I expected. The shout kind of went through them. They just kind of like jumped up a little bit and then landed where they were. Looks like they actually move around a lot more when you kind of run through them. Come on, Camilla, cheer up. Why you always got to have your arms folded, being all moody? Right, let's shout these bones one more time and then I'll collect them all up. I jumped a little bit, but really nothing too spectacular. Right guys, so I reckon it's about time to collect together all of the bones, the ingots, and of course the sweet rolls, and we'll find out how many of them I actually managed to fit into my house, and also how much gold they are all worth. 1, 2, 3. Guys, just whilst I'm collecting in the dragon bones, I've just spotted something. This here is actually Lucia's pet rabbit, and it looks like this poor guy's got himself stuck in all of the dragon bones. Come on, mate, make a run for it. Just hear me absolutely spamming my X button to collect these in. He's kind of cute. I think I'm going to call him Barry. Ah! Lucia's just got up from her sleep. Oh, sorry, just killed your rabbit and almost killed you with dragon bones.
One eternity later.
Wow. Right, so this room's clear. The bedroom is clear, and also the room downstairs is clear, which obviously means that I'm moving pretty slow because I'm full of stuff. So let's take a look at how many of these items I actually managed to store in the rooms. So first up, we'll go to food, we'll go to sweet rolls. 856 sweet rolls. Wow. Now, the monetary value of these sweet rolls really isn't much. They're a pretty cheap delicacy. So 856 times by their value, which is 2. And that leaves us with 1,712 gold. But now we move on to the real money. Let's have a look at how many bones and ingots we've got. Oh, wow. So we've got 498 dragon bones along with 1,220 ebony ingots. Dragon bones are the most expensive. Let's count up how much the ingots are worth first. So we have got 1,220 ingots and we times that by the value of 150. And that then leaves us with 183,000 gold. And that is a hell of a lot of gold crammed into one of the bedrooms. Right, so the dragon bones, and that's 498 times by their value of 500, which leaves us with 249,000 gold. So to add them all together, we have got 249,000, add 183,000, add 1,712, and that leaves us with 433,712 gold. So almost 500,000 gold. So it's not actually as much gold as it was in my previous video with the Daedric armor, but that is worth a lot more, so I suppose it makes sense. And now we're going to crawl over to the fire and do the thing which is so much easier than preparing for this video, and drop them all together into the fire. That just felt... Oh, it's actually disappeared into the fire. And drop these. Ooh, it's in 2 bricks. And finally, let's burn these delightful little sweet rolls. Oh, Okay, they don't want to go in the fire, but I'll let them off this time. Oh, she looks even more creepy with that shadow in the background. Right then, guys, so that's the end of this video of shoving random stuff into my house. If you do have any other ideas that you'd like to see of this nature, then do drop them in the comments. Also, feel free to drop that onto either Twitter or message me on Snapchat as well, under the same name as my YouTube name, GTandSR. Right then, guys, so don't forget to leave a like on the video, and if you haven't already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and see if we can get to my goal of 10,000 subscribers. Thanks very much for watching, guys, and I will catch you back here soon.